hooked one, I think. Really? Yeah. It is way too cold for turkey. Just shot that buck. Guys going to work. Welcome to urban hunting. Hey, what's up, guys? It is October 14th. It is 3:40 a.m. right now. I'm heading back out to the farm. Haven't been out there since last week, since I saw that buck, and I was kind of waiting on some of the trail camera pictures to see if he would show back up, and he did show back up yesterday. I am heading away this weekend, so I pretty much had today or tomorrow morning to hunt. And tomorrow morning is the opposite wind that I need to hunt this buck. So I'm heading out today. It's gorgeous out. It's going to be low 40s, a perfect wind, sunny day. So hopefully he's out feeding and comes back to bed, between 7 and 8 o'clock like he has been, and we'll get a shot at him. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Get to the farm. Man, I know we all love a good afternoon hunt, especially this time of year. It seems like afternoon hunts are much more popular. But there's just something about going in the dark and watching the sunrise that is hard to beat. So, got a nice hike in here this morning, probably about a mile in. It's a pretty tough hike, but it's going to be a gorgeous morning. So, see you in the tree. So strange. I heard that grunting noise, and I looked up and there was a doe standing 15 yards away. I have no idea how she crept in on me. And then I heard a grunting noise, and I thought for sure it was like a buck behind her. And it was another doe. I don't know. I've never heard a doe make a noise like that. It's almost like she couldn't breathe. She kept doing it, but I don't know. That was pretty cool. Now we need the buck to come in and see what's happening. Setup, but now that I'm in it, let me show you my setup, why I'm here, and how I access it. Okay, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but right over in here is a path that comes down this way, and there's a path here that goes up along the corn. All out there is where the buck comes from. He's feeding out there, and he works his way back in. Over here on this path, I have a mock scrape and a trail camera. That's where we get him coming down through. When I was out the other day, he came, instead of cutting down this path, he walked right along here, right along stays in this pattern a little bit longer, and we'll get a crack at him. Well, it's coming up on 9 o'clock. Seems like this buck, as he's coming through here, is usually between like 7 and 8, so probably not going to happen today, but I think I saw a couple fresh scrapes on the way in this morning. It was pretty dark, obviously, but gonna check some of those out. Gonna freshen up this scrape here. So we'll get back at you in a minute when I'm out of the tree. Well, I tried to film, and my GoPro died. Put in an extra battery, which should have been fully charged. It was at 20%, and that died. So, didn't get to show you. I found something pretty cool. I found a couple scrapes on the way in this morning. It was in the dark, so I couldn't really see, and I was just heading to my spot, so I wasn't gonna do anything with it. I was just gonna check it on the way out. So on the way back out, I found the scrape. Good size scrape. Started just looking around. It was by the creek, and I found 2 more really big scrapes. Kept looking, ended up finding another 2. And I was trying to figure out why they were there. It didn't really make sense, the kind of the path that they were taking. It was like one, then it kind of turned toward the creek, and then it kind of went backward, and it just didn't make sense. But I kept looking around, and I kind of got near the last scrape and kind of just bent down and was looking. And there was a new deadfall that I'd never seen before, and right under it, sure enough, was kind of a little cave, and there was a buck bed in there. So I have no idea what buck that is. The scrapes are new within the past 6 days, so it's probably a new buck that's moved on to the farm. So I'm either gonna come back early next week and hunt that, or come back and hunt somewhere on the farm and then move a camera to there to see what's there. Just an interesting spot. It's one of those spots that I wouldn't think a mature buck would bed at, but they do some things sometimes that are strange and often get overlooked. So I guess we'll find out. But that was cool. I wish I could have shown you. If I go back next week, I'll show you the exact scrapes in the bed, because it was pretty cool. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. We had those couple does, that one doe that came in grunting, which was strange. Saw some deer out in the corn, didn't know what they were. I could see the ears of corn kind of flapping, so I knew they were out there. But they kind of moved off, and that was pretty much it for the morning. But it was a beautiful morning. It was good to get out, freshened up some scrapes, found some new sign, some hot sign, and a bed to potentially hunt. So all in all, a good morning. Heading away this weekend with some family. Gonna do some duck hunting with my cousin and some shooting. So I'm really excited for that, and if it doesn't rain, we'll bring that hunt to you as well. But appreciate you following along. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you in the next one.